Forget magnesium pills. Forget the endless parade of supplements lining the shelves, each one promising renewed strength and energy. The truth is, too many seniors are spending money on pills that do little more than drain their wallets, while their energy, their muscle, and even their vitality continue to fade. What no one tells you is this: the body was never designed to run on isolated powders and tablets. It was designed to heal, repair, and thrive on the living foods of nature. Foods that contain not just one nutrient, but the perfect combination of minerals, vitamins, and compounds that work together to restore balance. And here's the shocking part. One particular food, cheap, accessible, but almost entirely forgotten, has been shown to do more for testosterone, muscle strength, and energy than most expensive pills ever could, yet most seniors walk past it in the market without a second glance. So let me ask you, have you been taking your supplements faithfully, but still find yourself weaker, more tired, or less steady on your feet? You are not alone, and the answer may not lie in adding more pills to your day, but in returning to the foods that have quietly held the key all along. In this lecture, we're going to walk step by step through the natural supports that truly make a difference, simple foods and remedies that strengthen the body, balance hormones, and protect vitality. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll reveal the forgotten food that may hold more testosterone-boosting power than any pill you've ever taken. Let's begin. When people hear the word testosterone, their minds often jump to expensive treatments or synthetic boosters. But the truth is far simpler. Testosterone is built from cholesterol. Without cholesterol, the body cannot make this essential hormone. And this is where eggs shine. For too long, eggs were unfairly demonized, blamed for raising cholesterol and harming the heart. Yet modern research has proven what many traditional cultures knew all along. Eggs are not the enemy. In fact, they provide the very raw material the body needs to create hormones, repair tissues, and fuel vitality. Inside the yolk lies a perfect balance: high-quality cholesterol, vitamin D, and choline. Together, these nutrients act as building blocks for testosterone production, while also supporting the brain and nervous system. Seniors who eat eggs regularly are not just nourishing their muscles, they are feeding the very system that keeps hormones balanced. And let's not forget protein. The egg is one of the only foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratios the body requires. Among these is leucine, the amino acid that signals muscle repair. Without enough leucine, muscle recovery slows and sarcopenia creeps in. With eggs, the body gets this powerful signal at every meal. So while supplements may offer one isolated nutrient, the egg offers the full package: protein for repair, cholesterol for hormones, and vitamins that protect brain and bone. It is not an exaggeration to say that the egg is nature's foundation food for seniors. But protein and cholesterol are only part of the story. Hormones also depend on another factor that most people overlook: the circulation of blood. Without strong circulation, even the best nutrients cannot reach the cells that need them. And this is where our next natural ally comes in, one of the most vibrant fruits on earth. If eggs provide the building blocks for testosterone, then circulation is the highway that delivers those materials to the cells that need them. Without strong, steady blood flow, nutrients cannot reach the muscles, hormones cannot signal effectively, and vitality begins to fade. This is why pomegranate has been treasured for centuries, not just for its taste, but for its powerful effect on circulation. Pomegranate is rich in antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which act like guardians of the blood vessels. They reduce oxidative stress, calm inflammation, and keep the delicate lining of the arteries flexible. For seniors, this means improved blood flow to every part of the body, including the muscles and the glands responsible for producing testosterone. For seniors who feel their energy has dulled or their endurance has slipped, pomegranate offers a natural lift without the crash of stimulants or the false promises of pills. And while supplements may claim to boost blood flow, they cannot match the complex synergy of antioxidants, vitamins, and plant compounds found in a single glass of pomegranate juice or a handful of fresh seeds. So here's my question for you. Have you noticed your circulation slowing with age, cold hands, sluggish energy, or even a lack of endurance? Imagine what could change if the very highways of your body were cleared and strengthened again. And that brings us to another key player in the hormone story: leafy greens, rich in minerals that directly fuel testosterone production and muscle strength. Strong circulation lays the foundation, but the body also needs minerals, those quiet workers that keep every process running smoothly. And when it comes to testosterone, one mineral stands out: magnesium. Without enough magnesium, testosterone levels decline, muscles cramp, and energy wanes. This is where leafy greens play an extraordinary role. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and other dark greens are some of the richest natural sources of magnesium. Unlike pills, which often deliver magnesium in a form the body struggles to absorb, greens provide it in its natural state, bound to chlorophyll and supported by other nutrients that aid absorption. But the benefits don't stop at magnesium. Leafy greens are also packed with nitrates, compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and supports oxygen delivery to tissues. For testosterone production, this means glands and muscles are supplied with exactly what they need to function at their best. Regular intake of leafy greens doesn't just protect testosterone, it also lowers inflammation, supports heart health, and strengthens bones. It's no wonder that cultures with diets rich in greens show lower rates of frailty and muscle loss in later years. And yet, greens alone cannot do all the work. While they provide minerals and circulation support, certain spices have been used for centuries to awaken vitality and stimulate hormone function. The next step in our journey brings us to two of the most powerful. For centuries, long before laboratories existed, people turned to spices not just for flavor, but for strength, resilience, and vitality. Among the most powerful are garlic and ginger, two humble roots that continue to reveal remarkable benefits for hormone balance and overall health. Garlic contains a unique compound called allicin. This compound reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that directly competes with testosterone. When cortisol rises, testosterone falls. When cortisol is lowered, testosterone has room to rise naturally. By calming the stress response, garlic indirectly protects the body's ability to produce and maintain healthy hormone levels. Beyond this, garlic improves circulation, ensuring that nutrients and oxygen reach the muscles and glands. Studies have also shown that regular garlic intake can enhance testicular function, further supporting hormone balance. Ginger, on the other hand, has been shown to directly stimulate testosterone production. It works by improving the health of the Leydig cells, the very cells in the testis responsible for creating testosterone. Ginger is also a powerful anti-inflammatory agent, calming the silent inflammation that often blocks hormonal pathways in seniors. Together, garlic and ginger form a remarkable pair. Garlic lowers the barriers that suppress testosterone, while ginger actively encourages its production. Both support circulation, digestion, and immunity, making them far more than kitchen flavorings. They are true medicinal foods, safe, natural, and deeply effective when used regularly. But testosterone support is not only about stimulating production, it also requires the right building materials, healthy fats that form the foundation of hormone synthesis. And that leads us to the next group of foods: walnuts and olive oil. Hormones are not built out of thin air. They require raw materials, and one of the most essential is fat, specifically healthy fats. Testosterone in particular is synthesized from cholesterol, a substance the body must have to maintain vitality. Without enough of the right fats, hormone production falters, energy declines, and strength is lost. Walnuts stand out as one of nature's finest sources of these building blocks. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, they provide the essential fats that support cell membranes and help regulate hormone balance. Omega-3s also reduce inflammation, a major enemy of testosterone, allowing the body's natural signals to function without interference. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin, offers another form of support. Studies have shown that men who consume olive oil regularly have higher levels of both testosterone and luteinizing hormone, the very signal that tells the body to produce testosterone in the first place. Olive oil's monounsaturated fats provide a clean source of energy, while its antioxidants protect delicate cells from oxidative stress. Together, walnuts and olive oil offer both structure and protection. Walnuts provide omega-3s that nourish the brain, joints and hormones, while olive oil offers monounsaturated fats and antioxidants that shield the entire system from damage. For seniors, these foods are not indulgences, they are essential supports for keeping hormones strong and energy steady. Yet there is still another layer of support, remedies that don't just nourish the body, but restore balance to the whole system. Because testosterone is not only about what we eat, it is also about how our body responds to stress, how it rests, and how it repairs itself. For centuries, one remarkable root has been treasured for its ability to calm the mind, strengthen the body, and renew vitality. Let's take a closer look at this ancient gift, ashwagandha. This remarkable root, known as ashwagandha, has been valued for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, an ancient system of healing from India that placed great importance on balancing the body and calming the mind. For generations, it was called the strength of the stallion because it was believed to restore vigor, endurance, and fertility. Today, modern science is beginning to confirm what the ancients always knew. This plant holds unique power over stress and hormones. Ashwagandha belongs to a special class of plants called adaptogens. The word itself tells the story. It helps the body adapt. In times of pressure, whether physical, emotional, or mental, the body produces the stress hormone cortisol. And here is the crucial point. When cortisol is high, testosterone is always low. The two work like a seesaw. If one goes up, the other must come down. That is why chronic stress leaves so many people feeling tired, weaker, with less vitality and less drive. But ashwagandha changes this picture. Clinical studies show that it can lower cortisol by up to 30%, freeing testosterone to rise naturally. In one study, men who took ashwagandha not only experienced higher testosterone levels, but also reported greater muscle strength, improved stamina, and even enhanced fertility. For seniors, the benefits are especially striking. As stress decreases, energy returns, mood lifts, and mental clarity sharpens. And as with most of nature's gifts, ashwagandha does not stop at one function. It supports deep restorative sleep, calms the nervous system, and helps the body recover from exhaustion. Unlike harsh stimulants or quick fixes, its effects are gentle yet profound, building steadily over time. Seniors who take it consistently often describe a sense of resilience, an ability to cope with life's demands without feeling so drained. So here we see a plant that eases stress, restores sleep, and opens the way for testosterone to thrive. But there is more. Beyond plants, there is a simple food, a nut, that holds one of the rarest minerals essential for testosterone production. And unlike most foods, just 1 or 2 pieces are enough to supply the body's entire daily need. Now we turn to a simple nut with an extraordinary gift, Brazil nuts. At first glance, they may look like any other nut, but inside they carry one of the rarest and most valuable minerals for testosterone production, selenium. Selenium is not just a trace mineral, it is a cornerstone of male vitality. Without enough selenium, the body cannot produce testosterone efficiently, and it cannot protect the delicate cells involved in reproduction. For seniors, selenium plays an even greater role. It functions as a potent antioxidant, neutralizing the free radicals that accelerate aging, damage tissues, and wear away at the very systems that keep us strong. What makes selenium so remarkable is how directly it influences hormones. Research shows that selenium improves sperm quality, increases testosterone levels, and even enhances thyroid function. And the thyroid gland is critical when the thyroid slows down. So does testosterone energy and metabolism. By nourishing both, selenium helps restore vitality from the ground up. Now, while many foods contain a trace of selenium, Brazil nuts are in a category all their own. Just 1 or 2 nuts can provide the entire daily requirement, and sometimes even more. That is the beauty of this food. You don't need handfuls. In fact, too many can provide excess selenium, so moderation is key. Just a small, consistent amount is enough to work wonders. And for seniors, the benefits extend beyond testosterone. Selenium supports heart health, strengthens the immune system, and aids the brain in staying sharp. All of these systems, when working together, create the environment for hormones to flourish. So in Brazil nuts, we see a food that is simple, natural, and powerful, restoring not just testosterone, but the very foundation of health. Yet our journey is not finished. There is still one more food, often forgotten, often overlooked, but perhaps the most powerful of them all. A humble seed that holds more magnesium and zinc than many pills on the market, and has been shown to boost testosterone naturally and effectively. This is the food I call the forgotten hero. And now we come to the food I have been saving for last, a food so ordinary, so overlooked that most people throw it away without a second thought. Yet hidden within it is one of nature's most powerful supports for testosterone and vitality. I'm speaking of the humble pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seeds are far more than a snack. They are a concentrated source of zinc, the mineral most directly tied to testosterone production. Without zinc, the body simply cannot produce sufficient testosterone. Deficiency in this mineral is shockingly common among seniors, often due to poor soil quality, processed foods, or medications that deplete nutrients. Pumpkin seeds restore what's missing, offering one of the richest natural sources of zinc found in any food. But zinc is only the beginning. Pumpkin seeds are also abundant in magnesium, another mineral essential for both testosterone production and muscle strength. Magnesium calms the nervous system at night, supports deep sleep, and gives the body the foundation to repair tissues while you rest. Unlike magnesium pills, which often pass through the body with little absorption, pumpkin seeds deliver magnesium in its natural form, paired with proteins and plant compounds that aid its uptake. Alongside these minerals are healthy fats, antioxidants, and phytosterols, compounds shown to improve prostate health and balance hormones. Together they create a synergy no supplement can match. Instead of an isolated pill, pumpkin seeds offer a complete package: minerals, fats, and protective compounds, all working together to boost testosterone naturally. For seniors seeking strength, balance, and renewed vitality, pumpkin seeds may be the single most overlooked treasure. Cheap, accessible, and entirely natural, they outperform many of the pills marketed for testosterone support. And when combined with the other foods we've discussed, eggs, pomegranate, leafy greens, garlic, ginger, walnuts, and olive oil, they become part of a powerful natural toolkit for maintaining strength and vitality well into later life. We've walked through the forgotten truths about testosterone and vitality. We've seen how the body doesn't thrive on expensive pills, but on the simple natural foods that have always been there, foods rich in protein, minerals, fats, and antioxidants that work in harmony with the body's design. Eggs supply the raw materials, the cholesterol and protein that hormones and muscles are built from. Pomegranate clears the pathways, reviving circulation and bringing nourishment where it's needed most. Leafy greens restore magnesium and nitric oxide, strengthening both hormones and blood flow. Garlic and ginger waken vitality, lowering stress hormones and stimulating testosterone. Walnuts and olive oil provide the healthy fats that form the very backbone of hormone production. And finally, pumpkin seeds, our forgotten hero, deliver zinc and magnesium in their natural perfect form, offering more testosterone-boosting power than most pills ever could. Together, these foods form not just a diet, but a strategy for aging with strength, clarity, and confidence. The message is simple: you do not need to rely on expensive supplements to reclaim your vitality. Nature has already given you the tools. Consistency, not complexity, is what brings results. So I encourage you, make these foods part of your daily rhythm. Notice how your energy, your strength, and even your outlook begin to change. Healing doesn't come overnight, but with steady nourishment the body responds. And before we close, I want to leave you with this thought. Aging is not about losing, it's about choosing. Choosing the foods, the habits and the lifestyle that help you stay strong and independent for years to come. If you found this helpful, I invite you to subscribe for more natural health lectures and share in the comments below. Which of these foods do you already eat, and which one will you start adding today? Your story may inspire someone else to begin their own journey.